And so it begins. We're getting off the ferry after our wonderful crossing. We're in Newfoundland. Wow, we're pulling up here. Most important thing is to get Bella out, take care of business. Away we go. Now we're coming along. We're looking for a place to spend the night. Wow, it's Wreck House. First time I saw a wreck house was in 1973. We've got 90-mile-an-hour winds here blowing the clouds. Look at this. What an amazing evening. This is how I saw a wreck house the first time I was there. This is a combination of the way it was and the way it is now. You can see the wind blowing the clouds. Now we stop at Arches Park, trying to get some wonderful shots of the water coming through these arches. I've been here very many times. We've got a few wonderful shots this time. You can see the waves coming in slow motion. The Olympus OM-1 has a wonderful slow motion filter or slow motion setting. This is a shot that I did of the sunset. Some fishermen here. There's the best salmon fishing in the world up on the Humber River. Now we're at Lansa Meadows, the Viking settlement. I've been here a good many times. There's the fence around here. There's the earthenworks here. Here's a couple Vikings here trying to figure out what to do. I had a great time talking to these fellas. This guy's sharpening his knife. He just made a sheath. There's a Viking boat there, a replica. Here the boys are sitting around the fire telling tall tales.
To take him from the assembly and bring him home and give him to his mother. Because he said, when I takes Eagle to the assembly, he gets drunk and he's a nuisance.
Check out our other videos on YouTube under Lansa Meadows. Bella's Vistas has a good many videos of Newfoundland, Lansa Meadows, and other places. Wow, this is the park, Grossmore National Park. Wonderful park. Had some good hikes through there. You can take a little boat cruise out through the fjord. Mountains off in the distance. You might see a moose. I haven't seen a moose in there in the past few years, but there's quite a hike that you can go on out of there. Sally's Cove, I think, here. Look at the waves coming in. Now we're on the west coast here. Saw some caribou. What an amazing experience that was for me to get so close to the caribou. Harry's Harbor with the sun coming in. Beautiful sunset here. Great people too. The fellow there gave me some fish to take along on our trip. I did some star photography, a little bit of star trails there. It's an amazing place. You can check out a lot of our other videos on Newfoundland. Here we are in Seal Cove near Twillingate. Beautiful icebergs here. I took a 5-hour drive to get up there to see these icebergs. It was quite a trip. I really enjoyed it too. Got there, sun was getting ready to go down. The people took us out right away to see the icebergs. The next day a fella took us out for a couple hours at least. We covered a lot of ground seeing icebergs, whales. It was just a wonderful trip. I stopped into the visitor center and I said, "Is this where the icebergs are?" And I was expecting them to say, "No, you're in the wrong place." But indeed I wasn't in the wrong place, and we got to see these icebergs. Fabulous. Got so close to them. You can hear the icebergs when they melt. They sizzle with a sizzling sound. It's really, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. And I got to be so close to these bergs. Check out our videos about icebergs on Bella's Vistas. Look at that berg smashing into pieces. Wow. Really unusual. I got a piece of an iceberg and put it in the cooler. It lasted for days. Really good ice. Whale tails, let me tell you, lots of whales. Look at this. humpback whale diving, and the seagulls are all around everywhere. Now these are the puffins at Elliston, and what a place to visit. Check out our Elliston videos. We got a lot of videos about the puffins of Elliston. These are the comedians, I tell you, North Atlantic Puffins. They put on a whole little routine. I shot a lot of slow motion video with the Olympus OM-1. It's really great. It's so fun to see them moving, the way they come in and land. Here he's walking around. You have to use manual focus with the slow speed video, but it's well worth the effort. I enjoy it a lot. They seem to be having a party there. They call this gaping, when the one bird opens its mouth and wags its head at the other bird. There's no sound to it at all. Here they are, little rubber duckies bouncing up and down on the ocean. It's a long ways off. I was using quite a long lens. Look at these characters, my goodness. It's hard to find one coming in with a fish, but if you get one, it's well worth the effort. Look at this. There's one coming in for a landing. Another one. I've seen a seagull or a gannet steal a fish right away from the puffin when he's coming in to land. This is Cape St. Mary's Bird Sanctuary. It's one of the foremost bird sanctuaries in North America. Gannets and guillemot and well, lots and lots of birds. Definitely worth going to see. Little slow motion here so you can get a better idea what's going on. Little billing and cooing there. Some babies on the nest. I've never had a bad time at Cape St. Mary's. Remember one year we pulled in, it was so foggy, and when we got in there the fog lifted, and the guys that were painting the structure there said this is the first time we could see what we're painting in 3 weeks. We got the sun and I got my shots and left, and the fog rolled back in again. Get 130, 150 kilometer an hour winds there, no problem at all. Really nice action on these birds. This guy was putting on a show. Here's a bird bringing nesting material in. It's just a basic slow motion video of the birds on the nest. There you see some of the babies. Now we're going to go for a little drive through St. John's. I love this, driving along the waterfront. Some of these buildings haven't changed at all since 1973 when I got here the first time. It's just fabulous. Look at this. Way back in the day, you'd see the hammer and sickle flying in the harbor. There were boats from Portugal, boats from Russia. It was amazing. Now it's a kind of top security harbor. There's some Canadian Coast Guard boats here. Another little drive again. You can see Cabot Tower on Signal Hill there in the background. Really nice. It's not a really big city, and it's the oldest city in North America, so the roads are a little bit hard to navigate in places. You're going up huge hills. Now we're blasting up towards Signal Hill. Gonna make sure and stop here. Whoa. Here we go. Follow that beaver up the hill. See some row houses on the right and left here. And I'm making my way right up to the top. My plan is to find a place and stay there all day. 'Cause we've got the van, so we're just going to stay in the van and get all of our pictures, the afternoon and the sunset. Look at this, it's just beautiful here. Look at Cabot Tower. There's the noon gun. There's the city at sunset. Look at this. Wow. Look at the car trails going down the hill. These are lady slippers. You can tell how hard the wind is blowing because they're just shaking and vibrating in the wind. I had to use a high shutter speed to get still shots of them. Here's some other lady slippers off in the distance, more of a candy colored lady slippers. Some other lady slippers here. Look at the bluebells, you can almost hear them ringing. Beautiful. Takes a high shutter speed to stop them. Beautiful lilies, water lilies, lily pads. We got the Newfoundland pitcher plants, we got Labrador tea. Here's a little bit of a panorama overlooking the city. You can see the cathedral and rooms, Confederation building in the distance. But it's not a really big city. There's quite a few people there, though. You can see the Jellybean houses, the row houses. Look at the colorful treatments. It looks like Ireland in a way, the windows and window boxes. Just fabulous flower work. Down on the harbor. Every time I get to Newfoundland, I can't wait to see what the Battery looks like. I get such wonderful shots there, daytime and nighttime. Overlooking the city, wow. There's the cathedral. Wowee. Moonrises, sunsets. Pooch Cove, Flat Rock, Kitty Vitty, never get enough. Newfoundland just keeps me coming back for more. This tunnel was put through to facilitate loading the ships in the harbor. There's a whole little write-up about it there. Shows a bit of the strength of the ocean there on the rocks. It's peaceful to watch the waves. Really, really peaceful to watch. This almost looks like black and white, but that's just the way it turned out. That's the way I shot it, and it just looks black and white. It was sort of a gray, overcast day, and rocks, I guess, are mostly black, and the white water, well, the white water is white, and there's a lot of energy in those waves, I tell you. Look at the fog here. Almost looks like a watercolor of that lighthouse. Codfish and squid drying on the line. With the clothes, too. Here's some people out fishing. You don't see this every day. A water bomber fighting a forest fire. Got some great shots of that. Wow, there's the outhouse. And that outhouse is at the lighthouse. I came here a long time ago, 10 years ago or more. I got a wonderful shot of this lighthouse with the galaxy behind it. Now I brought my star tracker and everything. I was really hoping to get some track shots. Bella loves it here. She's a little more peaceful here now than she used to be. I walked her up there the one year and she fought me every inch of the way, jumping and trying to knock me over. She's getting a little older now. Now we're getting close to what I'm looking for. We're going to get the sunset. Then I'm going to get the galaxy. Look at this, the galaxy over top of the lighthouse, like right on the edge of the world. Here's a little waterfall off in the distance. I took a little hike down to this waterfall. See fishing sheds like this and fishing boats. other lighthouses. You really know it's a fishing community. Wow. Such bright colors and beautiful boats. Everywhere you look there's something, a killick and a float. There's a killick again. Some of the fishing sheds with sod roofs. Fogo Island. Twillingate, beautiful. Some tours, there's another tour. There's a black guillemot dancing across the water. I had to use some exposure compensation on some of the birds. What a beautiful trip it was. Southeast Bight for a party. Check out our videos on Southeast Bight. We've got a couple wonderful ones. Sunrise at Baie Verte. Wonderful fox in Baie Verte, Newfoundland pony. This was an amazing little stop. Fresh baked bread, little bit of a snail there, a field of dreams, and there's our van parked up. We've had some wonderful times in this van. Please check out some of our videos. We've got 350 videos on YouTube, traveling across California, Alaska, Yellowknife, Northern Lights, so many things. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like, subscribe. Come on back again real soon.